Hey guys, I'm back again. Today we're going to look at this vintage screw-holding screwdriver that I picked up at the flea market for $1. It's pretty dirty. We're going to clean it up a little bit, do a light restoration on it. I'll show you how it works. So this uses a claw design. So what you do is you put the screw onto the bit here and then push this inside. And now it holds on to the screw, so the screw doesn't fall out when you're installing it. This particular one is adjustable, so I can adjust the depth of the bit. So if we wanted to use a different style screw like this, we can push the bit in independently of the claws. I know, there's at least one guy out there going, "That thing's stupid. You should just use a magnetic bit driver. Why'd them stupid boomers design something like that? They should have just put a magnet on there." Well, first of all, this thing's probably 100 years old, so it predates the boomers. Secondly, the magnet technology that they had back then is not what we have today. Neodymium magnets didn't come out until like 1984. So the magnets they had back then probably weren't very powerful. And thirdly, there are times when you don't want to use a magnetic bit driver. A lot of times when you're working with a magnet in a tight spot, the magnet wants to stick to the surrounding surfaces and not just the screw that you're trying to hold. And sometimes you could be working with a non-magnetic screw, like you're installing a brass screw. Magnet won't stick to that, so you need to use something like this. And they actually still make variations of this design to this day. So the first thing I want to do is get that bit out of there. It looks like there's one screw here that holds it in place, so we'll go ahead and remove that. Now the bit should pull out. And there we go. So yeah, here's the bit. And it looks like there's a little notch cut in here. So that is what engages this screw and keeps the bit from being able to pull out all the way. So it has a limited range of motion here. That way you can move the bit independently of the claw. So depending on the size of the screw that you're using, you might want to pull this out a little bit or push it back further. So that's kind of neat. Next, what I'm going to do is scrape some of this dirt off of the shaft here before we put it on the wire wheel. So here we are at the wire wheel. I'm just going to do a few light passes here to try and get some of that surface rust off. So that looks much better now. The bit and the claw I did not wire wheel. I just cleaned those off with some alcohol and a small toothbrush. It looks like at least the bit had some sort of a blued finish on it at one point in time, so I did not want to remove that finish. So now let's get this part reassembled. And there we go. So now to the handle. This handle does have some markings on the ferrule, so I'm also going to take that to the wire wheel and see if we can't clean some of that dirt off in there. And here I'm going to be using the Scotch-Brite fiber bristle wire wheel because I don't want to damage the wood on the handle. So as you can see, that fiber wire wheel cleaned off all of the dirt and rust but did not damage the wood. So now I can read the writing on there. It looks like it says S.J. Cox, Franklin, Pennsylvania, and then patented. So next we'll want to clean up the wood on the handle. So to clean up old wood like this, I usually use mineral spirits and a steel wool pad. I don't have any mineral spirits on hand right now, but I do have some denatured alcohol, which I've also used in the past. It just doesn't quite work as well. So I think that came out pretty good. I don't want to take sandpaper to it. I don't want to remove any of that character that it has. This is over 100 years old. So let's do the final assembly. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This was just a quick video I wanted to do. I picked this thing up for $1. We spent maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes max cleaning it up. I'll probably take this back to the flea market, put 10 bucks on it. Maybe somebody will offer me 5, but we'll see. Be sure to keep an eye out on my channel for new videos. I will see you later. Bye.